Break the Board Sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Click that like, hit subscribe. Here we are. Probably my favorite weekend in football. Maybe not. Divisional is really good. But I like the championship weekend of the NFL more than I like the Super Bowl, to be honest with you, just because I like the two-game thing. I know it's probably crazy to say. A lot of people really big on the Super Bowl, but I actually like Championship Sunday better. And I feel like we got a very interesting one and then a great one. Like Rams, Seahawks, I think that's instant box office classic. Patriots, Broncos, I'm a little intrigued now. Listen, Bo Nix, Drake May, a lot of people would have liked that. Now comes in old Jared Stidham after Bo Nix breaks his ankle. And what's it going to look like? Now, the Broncos opened up as a 3.5-point favorite. Bo Nix's injury has now carried this all the way to 5.5, waiting for it to touch 6 in some spots. Now, there are a couple books that have dropped down to 4.5. They've obviously taken a little bit of Bronco money. But going to be interesting to see where this all falls. Let's hop into the handicap. Again, click that like, hit subscribe, go to Break the Board Sports, NFL promo code, NFL, all caps 50. Get you every play, every sport, 30 days from the day you sign up. If I'm not minimum 5 units up, you get the following 2 months, every pick, every sport for free. Now, 5.5 sets the line. 42.5 is your total, which is also intriguing. We'll get into that in a second. The over is catching 57%. Ticket count, 87% of the handle to the over. 43% of ticket count, 13% of the handle going under. Now, as far as that side, Patriots laying the 5.5 are getting 79% of ticket count, 76% of the handle, compared to 21% of ticket count, 24% of the handle going to the Denver Broncos. When you look at this, obviously, huge implications with Stidham switching over. Now, from a statistical standpoint, looking at this, New England on the road averaging 29.5 points per game, as to where Denver at home averaging 26.3. New England has the 4th best scoring defense on the road in the NFL. They're giving up 19.5 points per game, as to where Denver themselves giving up 19 points per game. So defensively, even there, but New England about a 3-point edge, but that's with Bo Nix in the fold. Now, what's it going to look like with Stidham? Now, New England 5-0, both straight up in ATS in their last 5 games. Historically, been a lot of success. 8-4, both straight up. Excuse me. And 8-4, both straight up in ATS against the Broncos. Patriots have won 8 straight games on the road. Super impressive. When you look at the Denver Broncos, 14-1 their last 15. They are 9-1 their last 10 at home. And I think the home field advantage may be their biggest, right? That crowd's going to be juiced up. That crowd was on it against Buffalo last weekend. And really, I know Josh Allen didn't play well. Actually, he played very poorly. It's probably the worst game I've ever seen him play as a Josh Allen fan. But the Broncos created a lot of that. And so now the question becomes, listen, Drake May's had a great year. He's probably second in the MVP race. I still think Stafford's the MVP. Drake May's had an incredible season. Drake May really hasn't played that great in the playoffs, but he's gotten his team wins. He's did just enough. Now he's got to go on the road against a Denver defense that's really good. And I just want to see how he responds. Now, listen, if Drake May comes out and responds lights out in this thing, man, we got to start talking. This kid, he's legit. I'm not saying he's not legit already. I'm just saying we could be in for a phenomenal career that we see out of this young man. Obviously, Vrabel, head and shoulders, just an amazing coach in what he's able to do. Now, the Patriots, obviously, the running back crew led by Stevenson, they're going to have to establish the run and take some pressure off. What I will say is, Houston's defense was on the field a long time because C.J. Stroud sucked so bad that Houston defense finally just got worn down. Going to be really important that Denver with Stidham, can they sustain drives? Now, Sean Payton, very Sean Payton-esque, very cockiness-esque, said Stiddy will be ready to go. What I will say is Jared Stidham has been able to do some things, right? Like he's not, you watch some highlights. You watch some things about him. Like he's serviceable. He's serviceable, and he's going to be able to manufacture drives, right? I mean, when you look at it's been 2 years, but 60% completion percentage. He's not. When you look at Stidham statistically, right? 2025 only played in one game. Didn't throw a pass though. But if you look at his completion percentage, 60% ish. Not bad, right? 8 TDs, 8 picks over the course of his career. But he's also been in some horrible situations as to where now he's in a situation where, okay, you've been with Sean Payton, you're the backup. Denver also sneakingly 4-1 ATS their last 5 games when they are in the role of the dog. 4-1 ATS their last 5 when they're in the role of the dog. So Sean Payton knows how to get the best out of them. Again, you say, well, what does historic have to matter? It was more Manning and Brady or whoever, Tebow at the time, or go back Jay Cutler days. Denver 14-6 their last 20 at home against New England. Why does that matter, RJ? Because Denver's a tough place to play, like an extremely tough place to play. That's why it matters. And when you look at this, I just want to see now if Drake May comes out on fire, Denver's in for a long day. Denver cannot play from behind. If Denver has to play from behind, they're cooked, right? Because New England can rely on that defense, and Broncos, they don't have to necessarily score a lot of points. Like, I think you can get away with this game 20 to 23 points and win, right? Because I do believe the Broncos defense is going to show up and show out. And I believe the Patriots, their defense is going to show up, but it's going to look good anyway because you are against a backup quarterback. Now, how does the play calling change from Sean Payton? That's what's really going to determine this. New England, 16-2 ATS for the first half money line. Right now, you can get them laying at $85. If you've been following that, 16.2 units, a 40% ROI. They are 13-3 ATS their last 16 games. The Patriots have been a phenomenal covering team. 9.7 units up, 56% ROI. Again, 14-5 to the first half spread ATS. The Broncos, they have not been good on the money line in the first half. 5-7 over their last 12 games are the Denver Broncos when in the situation on the first half money line. But for the game, again, 13-1 over their last 14, put you up 13 units there. Again, when you look into it, 5.5. The whole world is on New England now. What I will say is, if you go over to FanDuel and you look at, you can go your alt spreads, right? In a lot of places, you can just buy a hook or buy a half point. But rather than the $1.10, I say get you your 6. You can get +6 minus $1.25 as low as $1.25 out there. I think that's a way to look at. I also think, listen, New England's not going to. If New England wins, it's not going to be in blowout fashion. I can't see that a lot. I know a lot of people are thinking that, but I can't see that. Now, I think taking the game, Denver teased with the under, has some legs to it. But listen, I think right now, you need to see how the line moves. But if you can get a 6, I think it's a hard lean to the Denver Broncos. I know that sounds crazy, but listen, it's home field for a reason. Again, if Houston, I mean, they turn the ball over so much. If Denver doesn't turn the ball over, right, if they just run and play defense and keep the game close till it gets to the fourth quarter, they're going to be in a great spot. I think Stidham can do just enough. I don't know about winning the game, but at least to keep it close. I like Denver -125 here, plus the 6. That is my official lean for this game. Go to breaktheboardsports.com, promo code NFL50, all caps. Click that like, hit subscribe. RJ Cash Cole giving you stats, trends, information to help you with your handicap, whether you fade or follow. Hope you guys win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.